Some of them fell off along the way.
This is my day. This is my day.
Welcome. You're on Trending SA on SABC3 and TrendingSA.tv right now. Time for those trending hashtags, updates. Ngana, potitis, momomos.
Patiti.
Momomo.
Okay, hashtag, thank you.
Pleasure, my beautiful.
Hashtag Nebu Dlamini is back on my timeline today after he was arrested last month for trying to be a Sisulu. I'm kidding. For the Fees Must Fall protest, okay? Nebu was charged with theft and assault. Hectic, guys.
Hectic, eh?
It's very hectic. The Fees Must Fall leader appeared at the Palm Ridge High Court today. Also, Palm Ridge doesn't sound like a real place. I'm sure it's on TV. Anyway, during his sitting at the court, Dlamini's counsel, Advocate Dalimpofu,
The delicious advocate.
I know, hello.
Delicious, you call him.
Said that Nebu's charges are politically motivated. Absolutely, they were politically motivated. But anyway, the ruling on his bail appeal will be announced tomorrow, and Nebu's final judgment on the case will be settled within 2 weeks. What do you guys think about this?
I like this young man. I think
Revolutionary.
apart from that, I just think he's got a good head on his shoulders. I think that there's a lot of things and a lot of people speaking at the same time, especially with something like Fees Must Fall. A lot of advice, and you know, we could step out of the way. But I think he's a good voice.
I also think he's the fall guy in this
Yes.
situation. I think
And
that's
I think
what's
he's
happening
okay with
here.
that. I
Yeah,
think
you need
he
to
went
focus.
in knowing. He went in
Atseba.
knowing.
One
Like
small
Atseba hore. You know what? He might have to
Buzushuba.
carry.
Yeah. And it's
He's a
hectic.
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
And people have been comparing his case to other more serious crimes, and they're like, really? Come on now.
Okay, well, from that court case to another, hashtag Constitutional Court was also trending. This one involves a former South African Revenue Service employee. Hey, guys. Jacobus Kruger.
Kruger.
Okay, who was fired in 2007 by then SARS Commissioner Pravin Gordhan. Okay, so Kruger, listen to this. Okay, this is about 9 years ago. Kruger called his supervisor, Amos Mbweni, the K word at work, right? And then was found guilty during a disciplinary hearing. Now then, Rory, do you want to tell us the rest of the story?
So what initially happened is he was given a final written warning and he was suspended. And then SARS had to justify overturning the sanctions to the dismissal or explain the relationship and why it was harmed at that level. So they had to break it down.
Making it difficult. If you say the K word, you must walk.
Well, they
listen to
failed,
it.
and Kruger took
Simple.
the dismissal to CCMA, and he won.
Can you believe this guy calls his supervisor K-word, takes them to the CCMA and wins the case? But
now,
then,
guys, now almost 10
Who's
years
his
later,
lawyer?
Wait.
Chief Justice Mogoeng ruled that
Thank
Kruger's
you.
dismissal was justified.
yes,
Yeah,
okay.
you want to
10
call
years,
people the
10 years
K-word.
later, it'll bite you. It'll bite you.
And it's also very pedestrian because we know exactly what the K-word means. I mean, really, non-believer. Get a grip.
Watch what they say. Taste your words before you spit them out. Yeah, but the hashtag that I like is no likes needed.
Okay.
I love this campaign, this beautiful marketing campaign.
Tell me,
because
Lala.
I mean, it's about these young girls on social media. You know, they must be reminded, loved enough to know that the only likes that really matters is their own.
Yeah, but not in the real world, though. In the utopia, maybe at home, but not in the real world. I mean, if you see your celebrities who
I
are
mean,
busy
they're
taking
tweets.
off their clothes for likes.
Yeah, let's take a look at these tweets.
Okay.
Eish, you know, some things.
You like them when they take their clothes off.
Hashtag Tula Emin, at Tula Emin says, when no...
When you know your greatness and can't spell. Nice one.
When you...
Okay.
I love you, Kuli.
Kuli, yours, Kuli.
Nokuzula Ndwandwe says, I realized my power and I decided I don't need any validation from anyone. I know my worth. Hashtag no likes needed. I love it.
And the last one is, we need to stop spending so much time waiting to be acknowledged, validated, or complimented on things we are already sure of.
No likes needed.
You know what the
Nice
sad
one.
part is? About 50% of the girls on social media, actually, they want validation from Twitter.
I don't even think it's girls. I think it's everyone. I think
Everybody.
everybody puts
Okay,
out
that's
stuff
crazy.
and is hoping that somebody will like or appreciate what
Would
they've
you
done.
do that?
I'd be lying. If I'd be
pressures
lying
everyone.
here if
Would
I
you?
sit down and say that when I take a picture, I don't hope that somebody likes it.
You know what I did?
know, but I don't think
just
I
started
live on
becoming
that.
a stand-up comedian where you get up on stage and then people either validate you by laughing or clapping or they don't. That's my entire career is based on validation. Anyway, but talking about validation, young queen, queening, kinging. Lol.
I'm very excited to know who this girl is. Do tell.
Listen, royalty was all over my timeline. Hashtag Prince Harry, right? It was trending when the prince confirmed in an official statement that he's officially taken by the US actress Meghan Markle. If you don't know who that is,
Oh my
guys.
God.
is she?
She's that
Abu
girl.
Rachel from Suits.
Now
Yes.
they say she's a black girl.
She is. She's
No,
a
she
woman
is
of
black.
color.
Did she bleach?
She's
No,
she's
man,
black.
calm
She's
down.
Is
black.
that what you call black?
No.
In America, they don't have terms like colored people, black people. There's not like if you have
What
any
is
color.
he? Is he white?
He is orange, is what he is. He is orange.
So they're fruit salad.
With
Miss
shades
Red
of
or
pink.
ginger.
And
of
ginger. All right, so the beauty that won the prince's heart was invited to the prince's birthday party where she officially met the family, but there's been scandal. It hasn't all been a smooth sailing for the US actress. She was accused of being a gold digger, and they were racist towards her, and the magazine squandered her mother for having dreadlocks and described her as having a background that's straight out of Compton, yo.
No. This is absolute disrespect. And this is not just disrespect to her and her family and her mother. It's disrespect.
Yeah.
To color!
Come on, it's about that time, yo. Y'all need to
They
release.
did that to Robert Pattinson, the guy from...
Exactly.
What's his from?
Twilight.
Yes. Ooh, let's talk about Baze Yoku.
Ish.
Guys, I'm
I
just
gotta
going to
wear
sip on my
glasses for
tea.
this one.
Yeah, get your-
Pull out the tea for this one. Pull out the tea for this one.
Yes.
You know how
From
much
that
we love
couple,
Kate, yeah?
let's talk-
And I think she knows we love her very much.
We're talking about the new couple. Allegedly.
Look, after what she's posted, I mean, she says, Kaya Mtetra, and she posts my new, no, she doesn't say my new page, she says Bay.
Yeah.
And
Can someone please get a close-up of my face just to show the revolt?
But are you revolted? But I mean, so I can't call you Bay, is that what you're saying?
It's Kaya Mtetra. She doesn't think he's hot.
Guys, he is
I think Kaya's hot.
Well, she doesn't think so. Let's continue with what we were
Guys,
talking
I can't.
Look, can we look at this post? Yeah, Kelly.
I
I'm
think
sure he's a
Kaya's
very nice
handsome
person.
young
I'm sure he's
man.
very talented, but I can't.
But they don't match.
When sitting next
What do you
to
mean they don't
Bay,
match? Because of the-
hashtag. Okay, so it's when sitting next to Bay, hashtag Utando. Isn't that the name of her new single? So she was selling the single.
But you see.
Oh, and now we're talking about it. Damn, I fell for it
But you
again.
see, what's scary is, I mean, Kelly's dated Jup Jup Ugupi. She's dated, but you know what I mean?
How Parsons.
Yeah, but I mean, these things happen. So, but the nice thing with Kaya is she'll be prayed for.
Oh, Emma.
Yes.
Can we see the reaction?
What are they saying on Twitter?
Let's hear what they have to
send
say.
the-
Twitter doesn't
I'm
stop.
not gonna say it.
What are you going to say?
I was gonna
Hashtag.
say no. I was gonna say
Oh my
Usenzo.
gosh, no.
So chauffeur says, Kelly Kuma, application. Ooh. It wasn't me. But now this is Kelly responding. Twitter folks are so predictable. I'm sitting laughing my lungs out on how stupid y'all can be.
see,
I
told
love
you
you,
I'm
Kelly.
stupid. I'm
So
stupid.
she's smart. She understands Twitter. Yeah, no, it continues, eh? No, please, not this one, please. We beg you, Kelly. They mean not Kaya, ne? Like, as in the sense,
Yeah, not Kaya.
Kaya must not
Yeah,
go Kaya
Ashray.
to the Kaya. She must not Kambara Nempula.
How about you?
I think it's so mean, guys. I really think
No, but let
it
me
is
tell you what I like about Kelly.
This
Kelly
is cyberbullying.
no, but she's smart. She understands that this is just all water off her.
You can be smart.
What do you say?
You could be as wise as Solomon in the Bible. It's cyberbullying.
It is, you know what?
is
I
cyberbullying.
agree with Rory that
cyberbullying.
it is quite hectic, but the circumstances, we still want to know what happened to Senzo. So you will always,
hear that.
there will always be those questions,
Yeah.
irrespective of what the context is.
Fair.
I'm sorry
Fair.
to say it.
Mara, she's developed a thick skin on Twitter. She knows that these people are just such. It's probably one person doing all sorts of funny things, writing these
Lada?
things.
What is the appeal?
He's dark-skinned and
I
he's
don't
short.
get it. I don't get it. I don't. Honey, you know I've got bad taste in men, right?
Yeah,
And
like
I didn't even fall for this one.
Kaya ona le tlolo ya Jehova hodima
Thank
hae.
you. That's okay.
That's my answer.
That's okay. Thou shalt not judge. But after all, like Kuni says, who cares, really?
Yeah. I know. I mean, I'm just making for good TV. Aren't you loving this?
Guys, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts of the whole thing? Tag us. Do you think they should get married and have little babies? Do you want to give them like couple names? Like, what are their names anyway?
Apple
Kelly
and
Are you
Iron
saying
and-
if I take a picture, can I call you
sauce,
Bay, then
tell.
Sisatola?
Well, it depends. My history has a lot to do with whatever you're doing.
Because they worked together, they took a break and they took a picture. and
That's
this
it,
is my
Kyle.
thing.
What are your thoughts? Let us know. I don't know what show he thinks is on. Don't forget where we are. Trending SA on 3. That's Twitter, Facebook, Trending SA, Instagram, Trending SA. Time for a quick break. We return with Fashion Guru. See you shortly. I love you, Pastor's Kisses.
This is my day. This is my day.
Hey, you clever, and the good song.
Igqirha lendlela kuthiwa kuqondo thwane. Igqirha lendlela bathi iqondo thwane. Tiki, 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 tiki.
This is Trending SA coming to you live on SABC3 and on TrendingSA.tv. My name is Kuli Roberts. If it's trending, if there are trendsetters, if they are hot and they are happening, they're going to be right here. Speaking of trendsetters, hot people, fashion designers, people who are going to give us free clothes. We're going to let you bang.
Yeah, I'm a size 36 slim.
Size 36.
36C, check.
He is by far one of Africa's finest Xhosa-inspired knitwear designers, and he's leading clothing brand Maxhosa by Laduma. Eish, Maxhosa. And I'm Xhosa, guys. Eish, fail. Yes. Is making... Come on, yeah. When Laduma's late mother taught him to knit, little did she know that she sparked a love for fashion that inspired him to become a designer. Today, Laduma's collection can be seen on catwalks across Europe's fashion capitals.
Shine,
What? Yes.
You did say Europe, ne?
Europe.
Yeah.
America.
Europa, baba.
Please go colonize them.
Oh, no, that's
That's where
I've
you
done.
have to go.
No, it's
Colonize
done.
them. Okay. So this Port Elizabeth-born designer received numerous accolades, capturing the imagination of fashion lovers, touched many hearts from South Africa, London, Paris, Amsterdam, Oslo. Do you even know where Oslo is? I don't know where Oslo is.
Sounds like
Berlin and New York. Okay. And earlier this year, his signature shawl. This is the most amazing thing. That shawl that he walked away with the most beautiful object in South Africa award at the 2016 Design Ndaba. Okay, so now we get to know this fashion maverick a little bit. Kuli, you want to ask him some questions?
Umbuzo wami is that you saw a gap in Landuza impahla, not Landuza bakwala.
Yeah.
Was it bakwala?
Yeah, it was a makwala.
But so umbuzo wami is that bungoyike amaXhosa ngathi hayi these are sacred clothing, this is our sacred space, how dare you?
It wasn't anxious for me to go into the space because I realized that the clothes that we already wear are already Western. So what I wanted to propose and come up with was to be more relevant.
And exposing our traditions to the world.
Yeah, I realized that when I did the project at the Nelson Mandela University, I realized that it could be a fashion brand. That's why I decided to establish it as that.
Stunning. Tsepalalas.
But now, grade 8, Umama, she teaches you how to knit.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't know what she's sparking there. Did you have an idea of where you're going to be at grade 8?
I absolutely had no idea. I was focused on studies at the time. I wanted to be a scientist, and she said, nah, you're not, because you're creative. And so I decided to do creative subjects like textile
Your mother said
design. Yeah. And after about 3 years, I specialized in textile design, art, and music.
It's beautiful.
Weren't your friends laughing at you knitting while you're playing soccer?
In Afrikaans, they call it brei. I had this friend, she used to be a bartender, and they used to call her the breiende bartender. So she used to sit there and take your drinks. 2 Amstels or whatever it is, and then like a jersey. So was the fashion design, so you kind of knew what direction you were going in.
Yeah.
Was it intentional or accidental? Did you sort of, at what point did it become, okay, this is going to be my career?
I wouldn't say it was accidental. I think it was more of an influence that I had from my late mother. I was raised by a single mother of 4 siblings. And we didn't have a TV at home. And all we could do is just make craft, beadwork, knit. I loved that because it was a mechanical process. And so I helped her with the machine a lot. And I had a niche market at school. I sold school scarves.
Oh, wow.
And when I finished my matric, I decided to do textile design and technology.
Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
And you said that amazing woman who raised you, the single mom, you made a movie, a video for her?
Yeah, I made a small clip in 2013, actually, which was called My Heritage, My Inheritance, because I wanted to dedicate it to her. And she loved Cape Town and Paris as well. And I got invited.
Paris or Paris?
Paris.
Come on, let's check out the video before spending more on Paris or Paris.
Xanduva lwam usapho lwam ibe ngelona linexabiso kum kwakunye nabanye abantu ngoba umntu ngumntu ngabantu ndaxelelwa ukuba mandibe lilizwi kwabo bangakwazi uzithethela ndafunda uba
Wow.
I just got goosebumps just watching.
Do you have any installations?
I have a few.
Okay, you need to be in a museum so we can just appreciate the Xhosa
Right?
culture all the time.
Yeah.
As it evolves, you know, because I love what you're doing.
I think, you know what I wanted to ask, Kuli? You obviously, your mom laid the seed and there was an interest. Now, you mentioned studying at the Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University in PE, and you said you could have done anything else. Everybody was doing law, more conventional, like accounting. Did you, feel a bit out, maybe choosing a subject that wasn't quite...
I never at all, because I did my research, and textile design is a very broad career, which can be seen on clothes, textiles, floor, curtains. So I realized that it's a lucrative market.
Yeah.
And so I decided to specialize in knitwear, because Port Elizabeth has the biggest mohair industry in the world.
The what?
Port Elizabeth, biggest mohair industry in the world.
I was talking about mohair nepai. Yum, 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 yum.
We export 80% of that commodity to French, to the Japanese. I decided to take advantage of that commodity and create something different, sell it to the offshore market and local market as well.
Dude, man, I'm so inspired. I actually can't hide it.
Yeah, I'm actually just a bit blown away. Your energies are so... It's powerful.
Talking of this offshore market, how do the international audience receive you?
Actually, the first time that I did my fashion show was in London. After I graduated.
Your first show?
Yeah, my first ever show.
Where in London? This man
It
don't
was
play.
at the London Fashion Week Emerging Creatives show.
Wow.
And I got invited back to do a presentation to an audience. Went to Amsterdam as well, and I had bad anticipations about the Dutch.
Your former...
Yeah.
Your people.
But when I went on stage, after I spoke at the conference, there was a queue of about 40 people that wanted to buy jerseys. And my sister and I stacked a lot of jerseys, and we sold 50 jerseys in 2 days.
Wow.
That's how people were overwhelmed. And then I supply a store in Cape Town, Merchants on Long, which sells a lot of pieces to Germans and Dutch as well.
So you were in London recently now, actually, to go and have a conversation about opening something there or working with clientele over there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Actually, I was staying in London for 2 years,
Okay.
doing a master's course in material futures.
Oh, wow.
And I learned a lot from there and traveled to Europe a lot.
Okay.
And I've had a growing clientele, mainly African diaspora.
Yeah.
And a few British people that are buying my products constantly.
I just like everyone who's watching at home and who's listening on Mars. He was in London for 2 years. No accent. Be calm. You continue to drive.
And in London to learn more. I think there's a lot of people, we were talking about it off air, that just pop up. People are singers, comedians, designers, and people don't actually take time in learning the craft and improving themselves. And
Jack
shout
of
out
all
to
trades,
you for
master
that
of
one.
none.
You just mentioned London 2 years and like stores opening all over the place, the Dutch, the Germans, I hear that. But Beyonce?
Beyonce?
Like, if B says anything to me, I will stop.
Really?
So Beyonce, blogged about you. She put a blog post about you, mentioning and giving you a shout out.
Yeah.
Did you think it's a joke?
I thought it was a joke actually because
Like you Photoshop, like they put your thing
I
and
saw
then
it on
Beyonce.
Twitter from someone here in South Africa. I was in London at that time. And when I followed up the blog post, I realized that that's from the exhibition that I sold my pieces to a Smithsonian Museum in New York.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got goosebumps. You sold your Can I just... Okay. Oh, you know what? The Smithsonian in New York. It was just a small
it's just
Yana
by the way.
exhibition.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know about it.
Yeah, they bought my pieces and Jay-Z and Blue Ivy went there and...
Yes.
So you've met Blue Ivy?
No, I wasn't even there at the exhibition because I was
So
studying
they went
at
to
that
the
time.
exhibition.
They went to the exhibition and saw my work and they uploaded a blog post of 4 pieces that they liked from the 250 pieces that was there.
Good Lord.
And my ones were one of them as well. And I was
That is amazing.
super
Those are
excited.
people who've traveled the whole world and have probably seen designers from wherever. And wow, man, that's proud.
Have you changed? I mean, have you become arrogant? Have you become because Beyonce?
I don't need to be. Instead, I need to be more confident because fashion industry is quite intense, more especially like in places like Italy, where you meet a lot of arrogant people.
Did you dress Major League, ne? To Landuza?
Yeah.
Babe! I was talking about it, I was bragging about it. They looked so regal. Look at the boys. Look at them. You know, indoda. Not as the pink shirts, nezinto abo rigi besibonisa imilenze yabo. Ngamadoda lawa. We love it.
So you're working on a documentary.
Yeah.
What don't you do, bro? Tell us
I
a little
know.
bit about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
like if you already like, tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about the
I hate
documentary.
cooking.
That's great.
I'm doing a documentary with a local production company that covered my life in high school,
Wow.
where I grew up, and life here in Johannesburg as well. I've been staying in Joburg for 2 months now.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say to people kule video yakho nakule nempahla zakho uzama uthini ebantwini?
All that I'm simply trying to say is that it's possible to create something that is amongst the pinnacle. And you don't have to come from a normal upbringing or an elite family to actually establish something that can be commercially viable. One just has to be brave and passionate about what they do.
What I love is like, stop looking out there, start in here.
And be yourself.
Start at home. Start at home. Nangla, that was very, very exciting. Please, can you...
Amude, man. You've got an item for me.
Okay, you can keep that jersey.
I'm
That
so
was
confident.
Mr. Hotness himself, Mr. Latuma. Thank you very much. You are absolutely incredible. We are very proud of you, Mr. Sakaya. Keep on rocking. Wenza abantu basebhayi. Awufuna ukubuyisa abantu basemagxaki, ithi molweni abantu basezwide.
Makaki,
What was the new
Dwesi,
brides?
Enjoyli, new brides.
Okay,
Yeah,
ungayibaqi.
Italian
That was it, guys. We'll see you after the break. Uzabuyisa abantu basedutywe nabantu basequmu.
I wish I knew those things. You think?
Dale como un coro, la que no con
For sure, because thank you so much.
This is my day. This is my day.
This is TrendingSA coming to you live on SABC3 and on TrendingSA.tv. If it's lit on your timeline, then this is where we dissect it. Lit! Rory, today is D-Day in the USA. Tell us more.
I'm chewing sweets now.
Chew your sweets when I'm more.
I just want to quickly swallow that thing. Yes, Billy.
That thing, Rory. That thing, Rory. That thing.
Has been trending on my timeline because, naturally, under the circumstances, the most powerful nation on this earth is in the process of electing a new leader with the impact of being felt across the globe. It's Trump versus Clinton, and yes, there's another candidate, and his name is Gary Johnson. That doesn't even make, like, it doesn't flow.
No.
Like, it's Trump and Clinton, you know what I mean? So, Gary... He's a weird guy, man. Look at that.
Who's that guy?
He's
You know,
Gary.
In some circles, if you were to do that to somebody, that's a swear
Yeah.
word. Like in where I come from, that's a swear word.
Yeah.
Is
The
it?
Kaiser Chiefs fan. Son.
Where I come
Jesus,
from,
straight to the
it's a
front.
swear word.
Oh,
Okay, let me
I
tell
see
you the
what you
breakdown.
mean.
Let me tell you the story. What happened is...
What
I
happened?
have a word.
You must remember that, when a president is chosen, specifically the USA president, they're not just picking another president, they're choosing someone who's going to be not only the head of state, but the head of government and a chief or rather a commander-in-chief of the largest military on the planet. That's actually quite scary to say it like that. Picking someone who will have power to release nuclear bombs
Sure.
in the instruction, just like, wake up in the morning now.
So that's part of
Over the
And then
heads.
it happens. You know
Over
what
the
I mean?
heads.
That's
Over
what I'm
the
talking
heads.
about.
Can you
So
imagine?
we're bringing you the highlights of the campaign journey of these three candidates, and that led us to this beautiful day called Election Day.
Election day. Let's start with Donald Duck, the man with the bad hair. He make American great again with his straight talking, no holds barred, and cringe-worthy approach to the presidency. He's been the most lit campaign. He's had the most lit campaign of them all. Here's a collection of his highlights on the campaign trail and beyond. I do apologize for the bad hair. Talking about his.
I am officially running for President of the United States. But Mr. Trump, you're not a nice person. That's true. But actually, I am. I think I am a nice person. I'm actually a nice person. I'm really rich. I'll show you that in a second.
I can just say this. More people are in this country right now illegally than ever before. I will build a better wall, and I'll build it for cheaper, and Mexico will pay, if that's your next question.
Yeah, how do you get Mexico to pay?
Because they are ripping us left and right.
But
Mexico.
how do you make
By
them
the way,
pay?
I love the Mexican people. Many Mexican people work for me. Many Mexico people I do business with. They purchase things for me, like apartments, et cetera, et cetera. I have great relationships with Mexico and with the Mexican people. I love the Mexican people. I love their spirit.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. When you look at her and when you see the mind is weak. I don't see it. I don't get it. I never understood. How does she even get on television? If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie.
Wow,
So he's going to be a leader and he speaks like that.
He's going to bomb us.
The future leader of the free world
Yeah, says
is like,
fat, ugly country
I
bomb.
don't like Mexico people.
Yeah.
He can't even speak his own mother tongue.
Everybody's always going on about his hair. That tan makes me uncomfortable.
He makes me
No,
uncomfortable.
that's a skin condition.
Oh, okay.
What's it called?
It's called richness with ego.
It's gross.
Anything else, Nana?
Yeah, all right. So another highlight of the campaign trail was the numerous debates that Hillary and Donald had. Here's a clip from one of their debates.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Some scary stuff.
From everything I see, has no respect for this person.
Well, that's because he'd rather have a puppet as president of
No
the United
puppet,
States.
no puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet.
It's pretty clear you won't admit. There was even a time when he didn't get an Emmy for his TV program 3 years in a row, and he started tweeting that the Emmys were rigged against
Should have
him.
gotten it.
This is a mindset. This is how Donald thinks.
Now, John Podesta said you have terrible instincts. Bernie Sanders said you have bad judgment. I agree with both.
You are the most dangerous person to run for president in the modern history.
Marie, that's what in
Is
the
that the only
emails.
choice that America has?
There's another one. We'll tell you about him. Tell us about
I like the creativity that people go into this whole thing. You know, that little duet with Hillary and Donald himself. And I think we need to laugh about this.
Yeah.
Because
You
the
know
whole
when
thing
you
is a
said
joke.
duet and you said Donald, I
Yeah.
thought, yeah.
Can we look at the video?
Let's see the video.
The love I know I deserve.
At the time of my life, no, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you.
'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
Shoot yourself.
I've been waiting for so long now. I find someone to stand by me.
And then he's the one who goes around calling people
Frightening.
immigrants.
Did you see the Clintons or did you see the Trumps?
Yeah. He just brings in Russians the
What
whole
does the
time.
word Trump mean? When they say you're a
It means
Trump,
he tramples all over people. And speaking of Hillary, she has been nailed for lots of stuff, inconsistency being one of them in her policy positions. She even contradicted herself on issues such as gay marriages, and which led to her being labeled Maliciano. Let's check out this.
He called.
Same-sex marriage, now you're for it. You defended President Obama's immigration policies. Now you say they're too harsh. You supported his trade deal dozens of times. You even called it the gold standard. Now, suddenly last week, you're against it. Will you say anything to get elected?
Well, actually, I have been very consistent over the course of my entire life.
Do you think New York State should recognize gay marriage?
No.
No. Okay.
I support marriage for lesbian and gay couples. I support it personally and as a matter.
What you not today, but my life.
My entire life.
My entire
Since the day
life.
she was born.
Because she's got everything on record, those
Come on now.
emails.
people are allowed to change their mind.
Yeah, and things are allowed to change. So the email saga came up, and obviously there's no way of getting out of this one. Let's just give you a quick recap. Check this out.
I am confident that I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time. I had not sent classified material nor received anything.
Wow.
Wow. Body language.
The body language just gave it away.
Yes.
And then the FBI's will be on you, eh?
I was just about to say that. Had it, boss. These people called the FBI and they started an investigation. And they turned around and said, Hillary Clinton has lied on national television. She didn't in
30,000 emails returned to the State Department in 2014, 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time.
We end off with little known but amazing, the third most popular candidate for the job of Commander-in-Chief. His name is Gary Johnson. I don't know anything about him.
Don't say that. Don't talk about Gary Johnson. It's a swear word.
Oh, yeah. It's Gary Johnson. He's a dagger smoker from the Libertarian. What are you laughing at, dagger? It's dagger. Here is a collection of clips from his various interviews during the campaign trail. The man is weird.
He's what? He's a hot.
Google Gary Johnson. This is really objective.
What is a Gary Johnson?
What would you do if you were elected about Aleppo? And what is Aleppo? You kidding? No.
Was I 100% certain that yesterday was going to happen in this process? I was.
And no one is taking this more seriously than me. I feel horrible.
It wouldn't have anything to do with my debate performance either.
Who's your favorite foreign leader?
Who's my favorite?
Just name anywhere in the country, any one of the continents, any country. Name one foreign leader that you respect and look up to. Anybody.
I am actually a really disciplined cat. May I share one of my high school nicknames with you? Jaguar. Jaguar Johnson.
Very quickly on marijuana. Look, I think it makes the world a better place.
You have not smoked pot in, what, 8 weeks?
Marijuana products, so edibles. I had edibles about 8 weeks ago.
You know, American, Latin, what is it?
The model of the future should be Uber everything. Uber accountant, Uber lawyer, Uber doctor.
To get these security briefings to understand these issues better than just maybe guessing at them.
It's just so in the moment. Oh, yeah. Nothing's more in the moment.
I think I could stand up there for the whole debate.
I guess I'm having an Aleppo moment.
I am a round peg in a square hole.
So what's that like, not being high?
I'm having a brain.
Well, name anybody.
And not say anything and emerge as a leader.
Vote for Gary Johnson.
So this is the third candidate.
Third most popular.
Third most popular.
So if Donald Trump is second, he's third. If Hillary Clinton is second, he's third.
Yeah, America, yeah.
You know what he looks like? I think he would be a really good actor. I think he's like a character from like Modern Family. You know these like comedy.
The whole thing looks like a comedy.
Yeah,
It looks like a talent show.
I think this is the time that the world must divorce itself from America, because if America takes those rulers, we take the
No, we owe them money. All I have to say is, may the best candidate win. Donald Trump, get some gel. Hillary, look like a woman. And when I Gary, I got nothing to say to you.
Jaguar,
Really?
run to the zoo. Gary Jaguar Johnson.
Guys, we're going to a break because, really, that was quite scary. Those people could be the future leaders. Well, one of them is going to be. You know where to get hold of us. Tell us anything. Tag us. TrendingSA on Twitter. TrendingSA on 3 on Twitter. Facebook, TrendingSA. Instagram. What could it possibly be?
I don't know.
TrendingSA, that's what it is.
I love the song.
Why? It's not dancing.
This is my day. This is my day.
Another hashtag Tuesday edition has been wrapped. Thank you so much for making us your show of choice this evening. You can catch us again at 12 midday for the repeat of on SABC3 or surf through our website, TrendingSA.tv, to watch these episodes and all the other episodes we have done since inception.
Lady in red.
Lady in red. Nana, who's always smiling? What did you choose today?
Look, I choose South African products.
Yeah.
South African all the way, finishing club.
Yeah, it's so easy though because we've got so much talent. Rory Sang, the beautiful Rory Sang, what did you choose when a
Choose
momo?
Kayam Tetsu, sorry.
Kayam Tetsu high. What did you choose when a momo?
Did you have to like?
No. I'm just saying you'd be the perfect couple.
He's got a girlfriend, doesn't he?
She doesn't have a... Yeah, anyway, so
Who's
what do
his
you
girlfriend?
choose?
Who's his girlfriend?
One of
Isn't it
them.
Jessica?
Melanzi, picky, mabelane, sala, gentleman, Billy Bob, Wabolaya, Billy Bob, inch, Watswara, gentleman, is doch, Puma, when I tell it,
A very good friend of mine, and I believe will stay as friends. I choose water.
She chooses water. She chooses to save water. There's a water shortage, people.
Yes,
Nina?
Yes. I choose to wish my family Sretna Slava. It's Slava today. Remember, I told you when we had our religious thing. So Slava is the celebration of our patron saint that looks after our family, Saint Dimitri. So my whole family is together right now eating food that my mom and my granny have been preparing for days. They're all eating the cabbage salad and the zito, and everybody's together. Sretna Slava, guys.
So how do we
I
say
love
to
you.
you?
You say Sretna Slava.
Sretna Slava.
Sretna Slava.
Yes.
Yes.
Try to murder that. So.
Yes. Away.
I
Right
choose,
back at ya.
I choose to wish the Pablets and Pabi, or Pabi, I don't know if she's given birth yet, so I'm not like exposing anything before anyone starts calling me. I choose that, to just wish give good wishes to Pabi as well as Ushaka. Yeah. We still don't know where Ushaka is, so if you see him,
Ushaka also pregnant.
just ignore him. That's what we're doing. We're ignoring him.
Let me tell you guys.
He's not pregnant.
Do you know my wife
We're
loves
boosting
Shaka,
him.
like destructively. So I'm glad that he's not here. Actually.
Where's your wife? That's the question. Good night, guys. Until tomorrow.
Yeah, you must answer the phone now, baby.
We'll bring you more fabulosity. Remember,
Hey.
it's trending. We're going to dissect it right here.
Hello,
Your wife is not going to answer the phone.
Shaka! Yay! I'm going! I'm going!
Let's dance, guys.
Bye, Parsons.
Okay, guys, the dance. Come on, the dance. Come on. I thought you were dancing. Woo, guys, you thrive. I'm going to end your competition with this dance. They're never going to win.
Now that I'm free, I found myself. I'm doing better without you, greater than ever without you.
This is my day.